Yahweh, Hashem, Yahushai, Hashem, Kodash, Others, the apostles, elders of Great Soon, shalom to the brothers out there, the helps, and all the sisters. Right where the Hebrew Israelites, we're from the camp, Davis, Jamaica. Right now we're there once again, out here in the highways, in the byways, to stick and thin, still out here, even though, the powers that be is making things a little harder, or a little strict, a little more strict, if you will. We're still out here pushing this truth, right? Nevertheless, there's going to come a time, right, when you're not going to see the prophets anymore, right? And that time, if you will, it's going to be too late, right? That is going to be that time when them doors is going to be shut, right, or very close to shut, right? That's the time of the famine of the world, yo. And other people out here right now, taking us being here for granted, right? The people out here, despite the things that happen, people still be out here, making mockery, are still laughing, right? Are still having a doubt in the back of their mind, right? But you know what? In the time of the family of the word, right? You're going to be convinced, but it's going to be too late, right? You're not going to be able to find us, right? And not only that, we're going to have a lot of other things that take place in the meantime, right? Things that will keep you distracted and worry about your life rather, because you're going to have things like, famine, civil unrest, race wars, and even World War III. A lot of people here, we talk about World War III, and over the years, and people be like, it's not going to happen, because, I agree, there have been situations where, we see the war build up, and it die back down. Right, I agree, we have seen situations like that, but you know what, the reason why the war hasn't taken place as yet is because it's not time for the war to take place. Right, and that's the only reason. It doesn't mean that the war is not going to come, because when the time comes, no matter what them world leaders do, no matter how them try, right, no matter what kind of diplomacy them try to implement or whatever, that war is going to happen. Right?
Brother, this is Ecclesiastes 12, verse 1.
Right?
Remember now thy creator in the days of thy youth, while the evil days coming not.
Right, so remember your creator in the days of thy youth, right, while the evil days come not. Right, and right now the evil days are at the door. Right, the evil days are knocking you. Right, the evil days are playing with the lock and trying to get in. Right, matter of fact, the reason why they're not coming out yet is because the scripture had said, earth not the earth, that is sea. Right, until I have seen the servants of the living power. Right, so that is what's really stopping that evil day from entering. Right, so hey, you're there now, and you're up and down, still try to, get rich or die trying. Right, you still be out here, trying to get some bucks, trying to see, which nigga girl you can right, you're trying to get them Instagram likes up. Right, you're trying to get them YouTube up. You're stressing yourself about work, trying to get that project done or whatever. Hey, in a short while from now, right, you're not going to be worrying about those things anymore, yo. Right? So like all of that thinking is gonna go behind you. Right? You're gonna be now thinking about your life and your survival. And the survival of your family at one point, but then it's gonna go down to your survival.
While the evil days come not, right, nor the years draw nigh, when thou shalt say, I have no pleasure in them.
Right. So why did the years draw nigh when you shall say, I have no pleasure in them? Right? It's always the mercy will open. Right? All the time you need to get yourself right. Right? If you find yourself lacking, right, you need to examine yourself, step up to the plate, do what you need to. Right? So when the day comes, you know, when the day come, that death angel can pass over you, like in the time of Egypt. Right, because when the Lord come back, as soon as say, he would in fierce anger. Right, he's not gonna spare if you have not been begging you. If you have not been one of those men that has been sighing and crying, toward out, right? The Lord is not gonna spare you. Because even the elect of the Lord, right, must face tribulation. Right, the scripture says the servant is not greater than his master. Right, and our Lord Yahushua went through his chariot, right, was even crucified. Right?
Isaiah 26 verse 20. Come my people,
Right?
enter thou in thy chambers,
Done.
and shut thy doors about thee.
Right.
Hide thyself as it were for a little moment,
Right?
until the indignation be overpast.
Right? He said you're supposed to hide yourself. Right? As it be for a moment until the indignation of the Lord overpass. Right? Indignation being the Lord righteous judgment. Because if you think for a second that this place is not going to be judged for all this wickedness, right? You have a next thing coming. Right. Hey, a lot of you out there, you know, you might think we just living here and lives are continuous, is, you know, without purpose, you know, without any true value to it. Right? You might think we just here to live and die. Right? As it says, you're born to death. Right? You Christians, you definitely believe that.
Yeah.
Right? Because whenever it is said or spoken of about becoming the Lord, everybody, you know, full. Because nobody ready for that yet. Right? It shows where your heart truly lies.
Then they get the house with them bit one.
Yeah, you understand?
Our God just give them the blessing.
Yeah.
So they don't think he would want.
Hey, they're waiting for a blessing. You're waiting for a blessing plan.
Yeah, some man for them come for earth, they live life,
Yeah, and
sex,
then
yeah,
die.
smoke weed,
You
and
only want them matter,
enjoy
you only
themselves.
live one.
Yeah,
hey,
and that's for them,
You
that's for them life for them
you
company.
call you useless eaters. Right? You know what the scripture say about you? He said, let the multitude perish dead. That was born in vain.
The verse 21. For behold, the Lord cometh out of his place, punish the inhabitants of the earth for their iniquity.
Right? So the Lord coming out of his place to punish the inhabitants of the earth for their iniquity. Right? And I want to see you there on the comment board. You know, I want to see people saying, I want to see people comment on this video and tell me where in this world there is no iniquity. Right? And prove to me that this world does not deserve a judgment.
In a world where a Christian walk up on them and say every day to them sin, but yet to the Lord are gonna live.
Yeah, you know, this world, as brother said, this is a confused world, yo.
That's why it's called Babylon.
Right. Yeah, exactly. Right, this world is confused. Right? Hey, this world is more worse than what happened to Sodom and Gomorrah. Because at least Sodom and Gomorrah was just one city. Well, two twin cities. Right? But
Entire world.
it's like the entire planet is corrupted, yo. Right? And the corruption spread as far as the animals.
The reason why they need utter destruction is that they never learn from Sodom and Gomorrah either. They never learn. Them come and them do worse. They will go on a Sodom and Gomorrah.
Hey, me tell you this, man. The scripture said the best. He said the time we are poor. He said, maybe came quote the prophet, but find it for me in a find one in a second Ezra 14, where it says, what's the worst evils than the one? Greater evil than about the dead.
Earth also shall disclose her blood,
Right.
and shall no more cover her slave.
Let me tell you this, but the terraform on this planet, right? May I talk to somebody today? I may tell the person that, you know, I can't wait till the fun time. The person asked, when is that fun time? I said, well, the fun time for me is gonna be when nobody now worry about, you know, any debt anymore. As in we hope, you know, for institutions or people. You're not going to worry about school, you're not going to worry about your job, right? You're just gonna, what the meat of the matter is gonna be your survival. Right? You're gonna worry about if that man down the road I come chop you in your head with a machete, you know, or them police decide so they're gonna shoot you as well, or the military not going to a grenade in your house. That's gonna be the fun times. Right at this time the Lord bring real fun times. Talk about should I say fun times,
And it's a second Exodus 14 and verse 14. So, let go from the mortal thoughts,
God.
cast away the burdens of
Right,
men.
you see, and when the angel said this to Ezra, right, the angel have a plain view. The angel have a plain view, you know, of things in the future. I'm not trying to say to Ezra, they are worried about now, right? It's mortal thought, right? It's fear. Because in the future it now gonna matter anyway. You understand? It now gonna matter, right? You're gonna have a more serious thing to think about, or more urgent thing to think about, like your survival on the spot, yo. Where that?
Put off now the weak nature
Right.
and set aside the thoughts that are most heavy unto thee,
Right.
and haste thee to flee from
Right.
these
So
strife.
set aside the thoughts that are more heavy unto thee. You know, if you think in yourself and think about the thoughts that are heavy unto you, right? What heavy on your mind right now? Things where you have to accomplish, you know, whether your job, you know, socially, you know, whatever project, you know, things that are heavy on your mind, right? That's what this angel talk about, right? With that, you know, with that, you have problem with your woman, you have problem with your kids, you know, that's what the angel talk about. Go ahead,
For yet greater
right?
evils than those which thou hast seen happen shall be done hereafter.
Right, it's greater evils than what see shall happen hereafter. Right, you know what I want you to think about the movie. World War Z one good example. But when it comes to something more chaotic. I mean World War Z a good example. World War Z a good example. Okay. That was much recent, you know, you know how to do it. I tell you. And a Zambeland. Can't remember the movie. I knew that movie recent release. Army of the Dead.
Okay.
Army of the Dead. Right, that's a good example. Right? Because it's going to be a situation like that, yo. That, hey, boy, envision that movie. Have you ever watched it? You can go ahead and watch it. Right? Army of the Dead. Right? It's a good movie. Where we can use the example of things that are going to happen in the future. Right? You're gonna have people out here, you know, are practice cannibalism to survive. Right? You're gonna hey, women are gonna have it the hardest. You know, because they don't have most of them. Right? You know, if you think you can prep doomsday prep feed, right? When you come for your food at your house, or wherever you have it hidden. Right? Because you know, hey, I tell you this, man. There's looking at the time, there's nobody who's gonna be spared you. Right? You're not gonna be up in your house and everybody know that. For example, I know that Mr. Paz live up here. So out of respect when Mr. Paz house to be hungry. You know, be like that, yo. Everybody's gonna say, yo, Mr. Paz have food. So that they're gonna be visiting you. Hey, a lot of things that happen on this planet today people don't know about. Right? And we could come out a week and we try to edify you people because you hear me think about food and family. Right? And you ever take the time out before to go on the internet and research if there's a food crisis going on or the possibility of a famine on the planet? You should. Right? You don't know where the world stands, yo, and how the Lord has set your asses up. Right.
And it's a second Esdras 8 and verse 50 says, for many great miseries shall be done to them that in the latter time shall dwell in the world, because they have walked in great pride.
Right? He said, many miseries shall come upon you people. Many miseries. Right? Hey, the Lord is going to send pestilence out here. You're going to see more convincing us diseases out here. Right? The Lord is going to send famine, as I mentioned. Right? The Lord is going to send natural disasters from tsunamis, more volcanoes that erupt, storms. Right? And insurrection and sedition, yo. Right, so a lot of and not to mention, the Lord is going to send them spirits out on you people. Right, all the spirits that were plaguing the Egyptians.
Right, verse 51. But understand thou for thyself and seek out the glory for such as be like thee.
Right. Right, so that's speaking to the elect, yo. Right, so you understand yourself. Right, and you seek out the you seek, as just say, iron sharpening iron. So you know you pay attention to sharpening the elect, yo. Right, so we have to prepare ourselves. That's the hopeful elect. We have to prepare ourselves for the time to come, yo. Right, you have, hey, and we can leave more to that. You see, as brothers of the truth, right? You have to prepare yourself mentally, you know, when these things start happening. If you take, as brother read earlier, when the angel said to Esdras, you take that very serious, yo. Right? If you start exercise that, right? Hence the day of the Lord can catch as a thief in the night. Right? Because you never watch, you never prepare yourself spiritually for that, yo. Because if you arm yourself, you can find for me.
Yeah, like an explanation.
You can't go in a room.
The whole arm and back.
You can have parts.
Verse 10. He said, finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord and in the power of his might. Put on the full armor of God, right? That ye may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil.
Right? The whole armor of God, yo. Right? You have to show yourself for this truth. Right? You have to dig yourself in this truth. You have to grab yourself for this truth, yo. Because you know what? We're not going to have no other defense. Right? Because if you let yourself be, if you leave yourself be, then when the temptation start pumping on the planet, right, you can yourself by a heat to them, yo. Right? Hey, me tell you this, man. Right now, things might simple. Right? It might be a series juice, you know, via J.O.B. Right? But that's still simple. Right? Because you know what you can right now, you can still go to supermarkets. Right? You can still go to the government buildings, you can still use the service center. Right? But in the future, close future is going to be RFID, you know, or no farmer interaction with anything at all, period.
Can't spend no money because money is a different
Right, it's going to be digital. Right, so it's not like you can go up at the corner shop, you know, up in the country area and, you know, you can use your fiat to do some form of exchange or whatever. It's going to be no more fiat. It's either you go digital or you're out of the system.
Yeah.
Right, so that time it's going to get hard. Right, another time, brother have proudly with this truth. Right, your faith is going to have to be on another level. Right, to hold out, yo. If I'm more than that, 2 seconds behind. I heard that. from to the one I ask?
This is Proverbs. This is Isaiah, so that this is Isaiah 65, verse 13. Therefore thus saith the Lord Yahweh, behold my servant shall eat, but he shall be hungry.
Right.
Behold my servant shall drink, but he shall be thirsty.
Right. These are the precepts we need to remember at that time. The Lord promised us that his servants are going to eat, and his servants are going to drink. Everyone is going to be thirsty. Right? And faith are going to play a big part in this year. Right? Go ahead with that person.
It's Ecclesiasticus 2
Right.
and verse. Let's start at verse 13. Woe unto him that is spent hardly, for he believeth not, therefore shall he not be defended.
Right, so woe unto them that are faint-hearted, for I believe it not. Hence he shall not be defended. Right, so hey, you know this suit that you have the lukewarm. You have to hot or cold. Right, you have to hot and you have to believe that the Most High is going to defend you.
It say you have to believe that Jesus is a rewarder.
Right, you have to exactly what you have to serve you. You have to believe that he's a rewarder. Right, you have to have that faith because I tell you, when the time comes, if you don't find yourself having that faith, you might find yourself making me. Right? Earlier this year, you know, if we have a son, I walk up to the son. You know, and you know, you see, you bring you to God because you have to have that, you have to trust in the Lord enough to faith. As God rightly said, for disregard the family, right? It's going to have to reach to that point. So are you prepared to do that? Right? Because these are some of the tests for the Lord, what the Lord will put on you. Right?
And even the scripture say if you are built, you're supposed to come to God.
God.
Right? Why you give up in this truth? Why you give up if you give up your family members?
God.
Right?
Right.
You
Right.
basically give up children growing in polluted society.
Right.
Right? You grow up and turn feminine or faggots, lesbians.
Right.
Right? You're giving up unruly wife. So you go up cleaning.
So what the Lord said, he said, whatever you sacrifice, was paraphrase, whatever you sacrifice, for following, he's going to give you back out to the full. But you have to believe that you're
I think two things a man desires to see the fallen enemy and in children.
right.
Sorry, 2 and 11. For the Lord is full of compassion and mercy, long suffering and very pitiful, and forgiveth sins and saveth him in time of affliction.
Right, you have to believe that you're. Right? You have to believe that the Lord is more than able to save you. Right? And this is one of the reasons why the Lord said, servant of the Lord. In that time, because his servants are coming fully have full faith in the Lord. So the Lord said, whatever takes place, the Lord's doing. Right? And the Lord more than able to deliver them. Yeah, so that's the reason why the servants of the Lord, you know, are going to stand at that time. Right? Because they're going to be full. They're going to be full of faith in the Lord and full of trust, right? And confident that the Lord is the one issuing out his judgment here, right? And in another sense, we do not none of us are innocent. So if the Lord put us through a temptation or put us through a tribulation, right? We deserve it because we're not innocent. Right, so we still give thanks unto the Lord, yo. We still give praise to the Lord, how much you shine. Right, because the Lord is just. Right? You're the Lord say, who ever perish be innocent.
After the man receive children of evil.
And this is Isaiah 41, verse 10 says, Fear thou not, for I am with thee. Be not dismayed, for I am thy power. I will strengthen thee, yea, I will help thee, yea, I will uphold thee with thy right hand of my righteousness.
The Lord will keep you. Right? The Lord will strength you. Right? The Lord will feed you. Just like when he feed Elijah. Right? So like, the Lord might find, creatures ways to feed you. You might find somebody that was doing for your prepping.
Correct.
And the Lord make one and servant, just stumble up on that. Right? You might find some people war over some food in one house and you want to kill each other. And one of the Lord's servant just, right there. Right? Hey, and you can't understand the Lord because the Lord didn't have it before. Right? The Lord can't make water come from a rock. Or a bird bring food in a mouth. Yeah, the Lord can do anything, yo. But we just know that the Lord will be his servant, yo. We just know that.
And next way to build your faith, right, is to look at the opposite rock here. Right, the Heavenly Father say, this is going to be a set of people. Right, we are going at the time of people. People significantly come trouble. Then the Heavenly Father going to ever fail. Because if that part is true, that means that the other side have to be true
Right.
as well. Yeah?
And some of that reason with somebody that there. The thing is, the Lord, he have few things. And if he give 5 things, and you see the first 3 happen, just as what he said, then if just not trying to expect, you don't finish the next 4, then 5. You understand? So the accept the thing, say, listen, this is what's going to happen, this is what you need to do. When you see the first thing happen, they are ready to do how you're supposed to do. You understand? You have to follow through, yo. Yeah. Right. You like, you're going to starve, we're going to eat. Residents start starve, because the Lord, so we're going to eat. You understand? It's the feeling that you have, yo.
But,
You give up this,
Well, this is Matthew 19, verse 29. Everyone that hath forsaken houses, or brethren, or sisters,
Right.
or father, or mother,
right,
or wife, or children,
right,
or land, for my name's sake,
right.
shall receive 100-fold, and shall inherit everlasting life.
Yeah, and the key thing in that scripture is when he said, for my name's sake. Right? There's no other reason than the son, yo. Right? That's the trade. You give up your life, the Lord sake, and he reward you. Right? You have a lot of people out here, even Edomites, we are giving them natural life. For whatever reason, would have forsaken the Lord. Right? There's a difference between we and them. We do this because of the Lord, you have a me or shine. Right? So that's the difference between we and them. So their reward are different from ours. Take the reward.
Esau's the reward.
Yeah, but Esau's reward is different from ours, definitely.
No matter where you go.
Yeah, no matter where you go, people reward bring in stone. Right? And he can't carve it out, sorry.
Yeah, look at 10. Look at the generation of old and see, did ever any trust in the Lord and was confounded? Or did any abide in the fear, in his fear, and was forsaken? From who did he ever despise that call upon him?
Yeah, it's beautiful here because these are the examples that the Heavenly Father inspired man to write here, right? Accounts of what happened in the past. Which one of the Heavenly Father servant, you see, get confounded, right? him give prophet, right? Him write things to the people, and then repeat it, right? Some might glorify because we can't count that out of pity. Some are going to glorify him through death. And if say that, yo,
Or this Romans 15 and verse 4 said, for whatsoever things were written aforetime, were written for our learning, that we, through patience and comfort of the scriptures, might have hope.
and so we're supposed to learn from these examples here. These examples wasn't put there, we just put there sake, right? The scripture says eat the entire roll, right? These examples are for faith builders. David the Father said Moses go down to Pharaoh and say, yo, I'm gonna make you deliver Israel out of Egypt, right? Or yeah, through Yahweh's divine power, you're going to be the my mouthpiece down there. We are going to lead Israel out of Egypt. And what that? Israel come out of Egypt, yo. These are examples of builders where we have to go through and build our faith for the times to come.
It's 2 Corinthians 5 and verse 7 says, while we walk by faith, not by sight, we are confident, I say, and willing, rather to be absent from the body and to be present with the Lord. Wherefore we labor that whether present or absent, we may be accepted of Him.
Yes, and that's what we labor in fire, right? Whether we have to glorify death or we go through, we going to receive the kingdom, right? We are accepted by Him. We do a servant supposed to do, yeah, and through that we be giant ears as He promised it. Huh? Yeah, come.
Proverbs 3 and verse 25 says, be not afraid of sudden fear, neither of the desolation of the wicked when it cometh. For the Lord shall be thy confidence, and shall keep thy foot from being taken.
Right? And these are, as we have mentioned earlier, faith builders in. The time where we in, we have it get tight and tight of keep a job. If you don't get the job yet, right? If you don't get maxed up, it's harder to keep a job. That's the reach, right? Where you basically cut from society. These are steps where lead to that. So where you going to do? You go and bug out and take that job? Or you going to trust in the Heavenly Father?
This is Revelation 3 and verse 10. Because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth.
Right?
Behold, I come quickly, all that fast which thou hast, that no man take thy crown.
Yes. And we in that time, we in the time of the return of the Heavenly Father, when the Heavenly Father going to visit the earth, right? When these chariots come down, right, to blast Esau out of power, right? When Esau going to destroy, to restart it, to get that great reset he's trying to accomplish. That's where we're at right now. And nothing going to turn that back, no matter what people say, no matter what Esau do, there's nothing. I will send back the Heavenly Father word to his mouth, some did not believe. Done. Yeah, what if some did not believe, yo?
This is Hebrews 11 verse 6. But without faith it is impossible to please Him. For he that cometh to Yahweh must believe that He is, and that He is a rewarder of them that diligently seek Him. By faith, Noah being warned of the hour of things not seen as yet, moved with fear, prepared an ark to the saving of his house, by the which he condemned the world and became heir of the righteousness which is by faith.
And the reason why you see brothers out there in the highways and byways, it's by faith, right? Because the Heavenly Father did not come down and say, "Yo, come, John Brown, you are the elect," or Mr. Brutus, you are the elect, right? We have faith that if we do His work, He's going to reward us, right? We have faith that if we endure to the end, as He said, the same shall be saved. That we have faith in Him, so we have to keep on pushing, build our faith that can be accepted.
This whole thing is supposed to be about faith, and that's why a lot of things that were done in the past were done in the fashion that was done, because they said that the Bible was written by inspired men of God. A lot of people don't believe, you know, that some of the accounts were inspired, right? But it was done that way, right? It's not a case where the Most High come down and write it. You understand? A man actually write it, and it was done that particular way, so you can have people who don't believe. We say, well, this now come directly from the Most High. Men write this up. We don't have to believe this. Right? It was done that fashion for people to follow this thing by faith, because had it been the Most High come down here and written it himself, then you would not have need to have faith. You understand? Yeah, that's why it was done that way. The scripture said what? Most of these people do what? They said that they want to see that themselves. They want something to show that this is from the Most High themselves. So they say a wicked generation seeks after a sign.
The Most High sent His Son and them still never believe.
Ecclesiasticus chapter 2 verse 12. It said, "Woe be to fearful hearts and faint hands, and the sinner that goeth two ways. Woe unto him that is faint-hearted, for he believeth not. Therefore shall he not be defended. Woe unto you that have lost patience." Your patience actually go back to faith, right? "And what will he do when the Lord shall visit you?" He said,
We our people lose. Well, because they have some gangs that do it here. They have some like they don't know them exactly by name, right? But they have them that say, we preach say, yo, you can get this job done, right? But them lose patience, right? Them lose patience to hold out. And the rest man, nothing start happening, you know, nothing start happening. If you have losing them job, no. You have people that say, if you don't get it, you're going to lose your job. This job now, bursting from your tire. Right? So you lose patience before the man even start.
Woe unto you that have lost patience, and what will he do when God shall visit you? Yes. They that fear the Lord will not obey his word, and they that love him will keep his ways. He said,
You done when you're done sell out, when you're going to do when the Heavenly Father visit, you're going to be struck with sheer righteousness, right? Because they already where the scripture say about the RFID chip. If you take that chip, right, the Heavenly Father going to destroy you, yeah. You never finish.
They that fear the Lord will seek that which is well,
Yeah.
pleasing unto him, and they that love him shall be filled with love. They that fear the Lord will prepare their hearts and up their souls in him, saying, we will fall into the hands of the Lord and not into the hands of men. For as his majesty is, so is his mercy. Falling down a men. This fear falling into the hands of men right now, which is why a lot of them run into it.
They can't find them at home.
Biological, what is called? Biological serpent juice. So,
See Psalm 91:1, it says, "He that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High abideth under the shadow of the Almighty. I will say of the Lord, He is my refuge and my fortress, my God, in Him will I trust. Surely He shall deliver thee from the snare of the fowler and from noisome pestilence. He shall cover thee with His feathers, and under His wings shalt thou trust. His truth shall be thy shield and thy buckler."
Yep. Because this truth is what instructs us, right? Do not take this RFID chip, right? Yeah, simple as that. Don't take it, or else you're gonna be destroyed, right? So you go look at people who take it because they're gonna be destroyed.
The society really finding ways to say chip is not really mark of the beast. If you really look at the society now concerning the job. Yeah, you realize a lot of people it associate with a lot, so they try to find other ways of say, boy, analyst, another time yet. So this is nothing, you know? Nothing like that. So people find ways to justify of doing so.
Yeah, and in many ways, this is a premise to build up to the RFID chip, because like in a similar fashion, right? You know, you can see the clear divide as it is right now with the what do you call it? People who are with the Jews are with the system, and the people who are not with the Jews is against the system. That's how they're putting it right now, right? And in a similar fashion with the MOTB, the Most High has declared the same thing. He said, hey, look, if you're with this, then you're with the beast. But if you're against this, right, then ye are my people. Exactly, right? So then it all comes on back to pleasing men. Exactly. Right? You will go and take this what kind of juice? Serpent juice. Right? Take this serpent juice, right? Just to please men.
And the scripture says you can't serve two masters.
You can't. You have to love one and hate the other. You understand? As I say, like, if you can't pass this phase without, you know, jumping ahead, take the serpent juice, right? Then what says when they come out and say, hey, look, you have to take this chip. It shows you that you're looking about 14 days, you're 2 weeks.
You lose at stage 1, yeah? Or even before stage 1, you lose at the credits that they gave you.
This is Matthew. This is Luke 18, verse 8 says, I tell you that he will avenge them speedily. Nevertheless, this is the point. Nevertheless, when the Son of Man cometh, shall he find faith on the earth? Right? Because ultimately that's what it's going to lead to. As the brother are going earlier on, a lot of men are basically losing faith. Even this truth, you know, we hope and pray that, you know, we are part of the elect.
Right.
But to the level, you know, temptation, you know, and sufferation, all these things, you know, we are going to go through that time because a lot of men are going to lose their faith. So here I say, nevertheless, you know, when it comes, shall he find faith on the earth? A lot of people lose faith. They already see even the Christians, them, so-called Christians, them going, you know, with the system. She never part of the system anyway, but some pastor with a talk, you know, big and old, you know, now we see them, you know, in league. Open them and showing us them in league with, you know, the whole system, you know, we push right now. Coming all them out here in Jamaica, I see all them are come out. From we call it denomination, everyone them are come out and openly speak. Right? I encourage the members them to go along with this thing. So we already see a lot of people even lose them faith. We should have done from day one anyway. Right?
Well, this is something vital a while ago now. And we're going to show us that the church and the state is actually in a bed for money.
Right.
You're going to prove that now.
Yes,
Yeah, man, you can.
Right, this is 2 Maccabees 6, starting at verse 8. It says, Eleazar, one of the principal scribes, an aged man, and of a well-favored countenance, was constrained to open his mouth and to eat swine flesh. But he, choosing rather to die gloriously than to live stained with such an abomination, spit it forth and came of his own accord to torment, as it be.
And them actually force him to eat the swine flesh, yo. Right? Who you see going around and quoting jabbing people, yo? Right? You think Peter gonna try force this RFID chip in you? Him gonna make you worship him, yo. Him gonna make you worship him. Right? Him gonna make you come bending like a dog. That's Esau's plan, yo. Right? And you have to keep your faith if you are part of the Lord's here.
And I go back to one of the curse of all people, you know, Deuteronomy 28. It says, we shall serve God anyway. We don't go and want the ball things. You understand? It's all about God's safety.
Yeah, because Esau is trying to start him. You know, not even that. He's not trying to start to go back here. He might try get rid of Israel completely off the face of the earth. And this are the man going to trust in you. The scripture says, never trust thine enemy. Go do some research.
One man track record alone show you why you know to trust him, man. You know,
Hey.
with all the technicals, you know, there's a Jake to know the enemy. You have to really, and you have to research because them fees are them name and them enemy. If you really check it. So you them don't really know them.
Can.
As the brother said, our people so damn dumb down, they must say, yo, forgive and forget slavery.
Forgive and forget them, brother.
Forgive and forget slavery, yo. You know how much money Esau make off of us? Yeah, slavery.
And if we can answer this,
And still I make?
if we can answer this, Esau, as you say, never trust the enemy. This man don't even keep his own covenant where he make. His own laws where he set up, he break them just to get across his agenda, man. Because remember, you have the, as me that read up on it today, the Nuremberg law, see? You can't give out certain things and experimental. See? Emergencies and the emergency uses, man. See? Certain experimental drugs and emergency use. And by right, if you do it, you're supposed to make the person whosoever you administer it to okay with it. See?
Give consent.
Give consent.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes.
And
So he might break him,
Yes,
he
and-
might break him own
yes,
laws where him set up, man.
the scripture mentioned it. So neither keep it at home.
You know, keep him word out.
No, yeah, that one.
The scriptures say that they encounter his words are
Smooth as Psalms. The book
as butter.
Both of them.
We can't get this film. We can't get this film. We can't get
Get
this
it
film.
up.
Double tongue, man. It's a double tongue.
There is a snake. A deaf Adam, man.
All the characters that I would have said was snake is actually describing this man's character.
Yeah.
Like everything, as well as in silver here, so you realize that actually that snake doing that, you know, split down, not
Him
always,
slippery, eh?
not always on the
Esau is a
mission.
slippery
Can.
Stuff that you see me.
God, may I have something to add to what you're saying about
You have a precept?
bring out that, then you actually might bring out that.
Alright, it's Psalm 55 and verse 20. It says, he had put forth his hands against such as be at peace with him.
All Jake wants to, yo, Jake, behind the white man be like, yes master, you good master. When Esau come to Jamaica, yo, everybody, every Jamaican starts speaking standard English. You good man, what you want today, man? Hey, the tour guide, man.
That personally witnessed something that Ulteriors and basically in our taxi and a white man stopped the taxi. Then I have to beside me, jump out, open the door, hold the door for the white man to sit. And guess what? The white man cuss him out. It's like you think man is some kind of woman opening the door for me. I start cuss him out. They
He's
say,
a
don't
hate
like
that shit. He's a hate that shit, you know, when they behave saying that.
Yeah.
No,
That's
it's no spirit. You know, say he's a fake nigga.
Yeah, he hate that shit, man, because guess what? Hey, your brother, you just be your damn self, man. Because him knows that him are the real snake. You know, try to copy like a snake with him, man. You can't want style.
Him know say I pretend.
Yeah.
You know, cause you know.
As the scripture read it again, brother.
He said, Psalms 55 and 20, he had put forth his hands against such as be at peace with him.
Yep. All Jake want to do is make some money, yo.
Can.
That's all Jake want to do. Jake be like, you good, Mr. White Man? What you want? You see it, so you can get a little money from your Jake, be at peace with you. When you come here, yeah. But this agenda where you try bringing on Jake now, yo. This job.
He says, he had broken his covenant.
Yep.
See? The words of his mouth were smoother than butter.
Freedom of speech, freedom of Them have a next one, man. The freedom of speech, them have do as always. No man, them have one to protect your face. Them have
Basically, one of them things they pride themselves on the most, right, is the statue of what? Liberty, right? Speaking towards, you know, living in a capitalist society, you can do this, you can do that, you have free will to do as you will, right? But at the same time, right, they're contradicting themselves. The scripture says that the lying tongue is but for a moment, right? Because he come out, right, and him talk about the free will and him push the free will, the liberty, whatever. And at the same time, he want to make things dictate. And him start actually show him tyrannical side.
Yeah.
Gone.
But bro, we see dictatorship overall because it makes it basically a keep what happen because if you check the media, you see me? If a straight man and a straight woman come out, you know, he come like hell. You see me? Them backlash all of that and then come on, you see me? Them backlash. So me come out now and say, I am. He's some shit where the internet a backlash. There's a freedom of rights again. Where's the freedom of speech?
So first of all, they say that they're giving a freedom of speech, and they strike out against every other country, right, who deem themselves to be communist, right, and they tell you that hey, they have a freedom of speech. No, not freedom of speech. Freedom of speech and democracy, right, in their own country, but at the same time, right, they have so many standards that come with it. The scripture just point out that what in breaking covenant.
Yeah.
You understand? So many different standards set up because you come out now, right, you can speak against the homos community, right?
You can't even speak against the job though. That's so far it goes. You can't say yo,
I feel like I should not take this because of health reasons. All of a sudden the internet start bashing up the app.
No more.
So health reason no matter no more.
religious
No,
right.
it don't really matter because at the end of the day you have to convince people not to do it.
Religious right as well.
Man, you can't even pray. You can't even pray.
Yeah.
He said that I'm devil.
So the words of his mouth was smoother than butter, but war was in his heart. See? His words were softer than oil, yet were they drawn swords, man.
It's that it is an example when you just start talking so it's a over here, isn't it? It's time. You see me when they come over here and see people happen, you see me, people friendly with him. Half I'm goal and thing. The scripture say what was in him heart. You see me? What you do?
No, you have
Him
any
slaughter,
sense.
him slaughter with people.
Scripture say, won't pity a charmer that is bitten by a snake. And just anyone that gonna wild beast.
Yes, so we fuck around the snake. Yes, so when we get knocked, yo, we'll go pity us. Never trust an enemy. Him say, even our leader right now, some contrary argument when it come on to this job, yo. First it was safe, now it's a risk.
tongue is but for a moment. They always come around.
I scripture said the joy of the hypocrite. It's just for a moment. So, yes, so guess what? All of these men, all of these leaders, as scripture said, the leaders of this people cause them to err. And they that are led of them are destroyed. And you go further and say, everyone is an hypocrite and an evildoer, man. See?
The one joining on the preacher that one foot. God that was them. Right? You get that's Esau for you. Yeah. Our people join with Esau, the son of Esau. Right? Because they're doing Esau bidding. Right? To sell out them own people.
That's right, man.
Psalm 62, verse 4 says, they only consult to cast him down from his excellency. They delight in lies. They bless with their mouth, but they curse inwardly. Selah.
Yep. Because he's never got, no matter how much trickery, no matter how much aspiration he do to our people, he will not get his promise. So we saw it with tears. The scripture say, even the Father said a vow that he cannot pass. So you better believe that you're going to hit brick wall so hard. Worse when you see the chariots them rolling there, you're going to be like this.
Ecclesiasticus 14 and verse 5. It says, he that is evil to himself, it says, he that is evil to himself, to whom will he be good?
This man knows this, and not something he must do though. And him be like, right, you got to take this as well. Everybody have to go and get their job, yo.
Yeah, to poison, yeah. The man says evil to himself, brother.
Exactly, man.
Who is not going to be good, man? The man get a planet. The man, scripture said he's giving it of the wicked. Hey, at least, him and the wicked, so him just, him have to do his job, him have to do evil. He get to do the wickedness. But guess what? That actually shows that the reason why you can't trust this man have a planet around to himself. And all him do, he destroy it, then, he put depleted uranium in the ocean, he test bombs in it, he test all kind of different nuclear things for the earth, nuclear reactor leak all about the ocean to kill the fishes them and all that stuff. He man destroy the planet and yet he man look for go out. Yes, sir. Go look for a new place to live.
Even the Father, they have to set the world out. So white
man is a germs, man.
It's like the fire. What I speak about. They say the fire can never have enough. Can never be satisfied. Right? It's the same thing with Esau. Esau, as it bring out, him say, he basically heard he's giving him right now, right? Esau is trying to be godlike. You understand? No, that's his aim. Right? He wants to be godlike. So what? He say, all right. The most I made you this way, I can change it. I can give you blue eyes. I can make you greater.
Hey, what's the document?
You gotta get real faster.
What him saying? Him say the snail eye in the wrong place.
Yep.
He said God put the eye in the wrong place. That's what he said. He read that his exact word. So I said to myself, brother, like me smart man. Like him have some wisdom when you know about. So just to understand the level of that when I say a while ago. He must say imperfect world we live in, he must make it better. How am I saying?
The scripture say, find out the mother.
God at all. It's not in all his thoughts, man. It's not in his thoughts. So the most I know in thought, and in thought. The same thought that we here. And see?
This man actually come out and do what? Say, hey, we can make better food than food they eat right now.
Exactly. Because all the ancient food were actually engineering is actually him telling himself saying can make better. But watch this. The job itself is better than the body, the one that most I put in the body itself. Because
an expert.
Exactly. Because the most I didn't make an imperfect body. He's trying that. See, so him basically right? So you can break them down one here and build a better one. That's what I'm saying actually.
Why you get one idea then? Why am I using use
Yeah.
the most idea
Yeah,
and try
got-
better it.
which
That
is-
is stupid.
And then again, as you say, to bring up the most idea, you say, oh, man, break down his immune system and build a better one, and that's why you want to do, right? That's the same thing, the most I want to break down the system, this empire, and build a better one.
Build a better one, man.
Yeah.
Let us continue. Ecclesiastes 14 and 5 again says, he that is evil to himself, to whom will he be good? It says, he shall not take pleasure in his goods. See? This man not take pleasure in nothing when he get. Nothing not take pleasure when he destroy it. Man destroy it. Well, let me see. I'm finished off. It says, there is none worse than he that envieth himself. And this is a recompense of his wickedness. See? And if he doeth good, he doeth it unwillingly, and at the last he will declare his wickedness.
So guess what? When you people all jabbed up at the last, when you start drop like flies,
He's going to declare wickedness, man.
when you get the sorrified chip in your hand, and the Heavenly Father come and be like burn every one of them,
Hey.
wickedness gonna be declared.
Hey, these people are so stupid, man. A man can come out and say, boy, alright, population and stuff, and population and this, and we can get it down by 10 or 15%. Then through new juice and birth control. Yeah. Yeah.
Man, it's three problems. And the first thing is that after I listen to three problems, you have to get rid of one.
You have to get rid of one.
And then the first thing after that, you start by that topic.
Yeah.
See the man intention with the man can
The wicked boast of his heart desire, man.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, I tell you.
He's not opposed of
Boast of his heart desire.
No opposed.
See? So basically, and this man, no, the same man, we make that speech, he come out a couple years later, see, the boy, we have new, how would I want to call it, a D word, diseases and viruses, see? And then when he gets the new viruses, he might bring out an instrument to say, boy, and this is a savior. This is going to be a savior from this thing. So wait, is that man so I will see everybody on the planet? Him want to take it last.
Yeah.
And you go first. Does that mean they like him more than himself?
see a man who said the earth overpopulated and the same man who want to save life.
I want to save life.
And it's in Isaiah 47 and verse 3 said, thy nakedness shall be uncovered, yea, thy shame shall be seen. I will
Done.
Yeah. The Heavenly Father, Yahushua ain't coming back with no roses and daisies. Yahushua ain't not coming back to come have a council and say, oh, let my people go. No. They say he's going to come back as an angelic force, yo. Right? He's going to destroy. Right? Him say, the scripture in Isaiah, he say, I've long time holding my peace. You can I have long time holding my peace. I have been roared as a woman in travail.
Something similar.
That him happen, so.
Alright, this is Isaiah 43 verse 13. So the Lord shall go forth as a mighty man.
Yeah.
He shall stir up jealousy like a man of war. He shall cry, yea, war. He shall prevail against his enemies. I have long time holding my peace. I have been still and refrained myself. No, when I cry like a travailing woman, I will destroy and devour once.
How long now you have us in this predicament, yeah? How long now we're in slavery, right? You don't free yourself. So the Heavenly Father, Yahushua is going to come back, right, through the order of the Heavenly Father to destroy you, you Edomites, right? And put all of the nation in subjection, right? Mention about the scripture even mention about Esau is the end of the world and Jacob is the beginning of it that followed him.
This is Isaiah 63 verse 1. Who is that coming from Edom with that garments from Bozrah? That this that is glorious in his apparel, traveling in the greatness of his strength. I that speak in righteousness, mighty to save. Wherefore art thou red in thine apparel, and thy garments are like that trodden in the wine fat.
You better believe that you're all trying coming back with no consistent basis, right? You're all trying to be slapping the assholes of the people. Yeah, but you're all trying to come down and chop. No, you don't have the time for that, yo. A quick clean up a few people, right? Long time now we can't take one more 50 years instead of kill. No, and then we go rest. No, we don't. We are trying coming back. If we rest and start the next day, right? It won't strike through, yo.
Read earlier. Said that most like as a man of war, right? That is the line, right? As a man of war, yet still your leader is not. I try to think that is a man of hard love, right? And you know, they don't try to. It's a few different things. That's good to describe it as a man of war. We return now, but a peaceful return.
Yeah, one more. This is Revelation 6 verse 15. And the kings of the earth, and the great men, and the rich men, and the chief captains, and the mighty men, and every bondman and every free man hid themselves in the dens and the rocks of the mountains, and said to the mountains and rocks, fall upon us, and hide us from the face of him that sitteth on the throne, and from the wrath of the Lamb.
Yeah, that's exactly how Yahushua coming back, yo. People gonna be in fear, yo. Esau gonna be in his bunkers, and they gonna fetch him out those bunkers, yo. Right? The Father ain't coming, Yahushua ain't coming back enough today.
Nobody would hide themselves in dens from a man coming in a room. Nobody would do that. You understand? So it actually, you know, if you take the scripture in the context that it was written, you understand that this man is a man to be feared. You understand?
Fierce, man.
Yeah, fierce. He has a fierce countenance.
Gun.
You understand? That's why, you know, these men are run in fear and hide themselves in a bunker.
I used to have all them sophisticated weaponry when them up on the earth now at this hypersonic missile where I go 6,000 miles per hour and then something like and I go run from one I come like that.
Me love see
This fighter jet is all this, yeah. Look at all this weaponry he saw up on the earth today, man. And them up hell.
Me love see Independence Day too, yo. When the chariot roll in and be like, oh, they set up arms, step on moon, alright, cool. And just zap.
Check the scriptures over there. No more than scripture will tell us the day of the Lord about be niceness and comfort and peace, you know. The scripture of the day of the Lord is to go up with darkness, war and
It's to be fear, man. It's to be fear.
Exactly.
Yeah. This is, if you forget the scripture that was there, this is spiritual Egypt, right? And they just brought out how much Esau has all, he's blessed with the sword, has all different kind of weaponry, right? This is nothing but a repeat of Exodus, what happened in Egypt. The Most High built up Esau in the same way that he was building up Pharaoh and take him down. You understand? So build this man to him might and him feel as if, I just say in pride, deceive him, feel as if he cannot be taken down.
Don't fight against the Lord out.
He cannot be stopped.
Him walk to yo, he's a creature right now, yo.
Till even the people, you know, I say, hey, nobody can beat this man. You understand? So when the Most High take him down, it's a great thing.
He's a crazy, yo. Esau is going to be known as the man that fought against the creator. The fight got beaten.
Scripture tells you I'm going to fight, but it's not going to happen. You know, so second is 13 and verse 1. It says, and it came to pass after 7 days, I dreamed a dream by night, and lo, there arose a wind from the sea
Ash! You must have something like
that arose a wind from the sea, that it moved all the waves thereof. See? And I beheld, and lo, that man waxed strong with the thousands of heaven, and when he turned his countenance to look, says all the things tremble that were seen under him. Eh? See it? But all the things tremble that were seen under him, man. And the same like the depiction, it depict even the movie Independence Day. As that was bring out Independence Day 2. You know, even Independence Day 1, when the chariot actually entered through the atmosphere and people see it, everybody stop. Some car stop, boom, car crashing out, and next car back. Everybody in astonishment. Everybody tremble and I said, oh, what the hell this? Eh? What is that come up on the earth? That's why the scripture says man had fear in them. Looking and seeing the things that come up on the earth. Yeah. Because hey, when the terrorists come up on the earth, a lot of men have a fear, man. You see? People are gonna see it and give up the ghost. Fearless. See? And it's about the thousands of heaven. Because the scripture tells us that the Lord, the chariots of the Heavenly Father, thousands and 20,000, even thousands of angels with him. He said, see? And whensoever the voice went out of his mouth, all they burned that heard his voice, like as the earth faileth when it feeleth the fire. See? And basically it's tell about the layers of fire out of the chariots, man. See?
I remember if I just say mention, but you say fire mixed with
it go down on it. See? See? And after this I beheld, and lo, there was gathered together a multitude of men out of number from the four winds of the heaven to subdue the man that came out of the sea.
And so all these nations going to be like, alright, we're going to have to stop this war now, and we're going to have to fight against something that in the sky. Just like Independence Day 1 and Independence Day 2 as well. Because I think that they actually make a giant force from every nation in Independence Day. If it come back, and it did come back, and it did.
I can have something there as if you notice what the movie name, Independence Day. Yeah. Right, independence from who? Independence from what? You understand? It's a good question. So basically Esau, as I said, in pride deceive him. He actually believe that, hey look, seeing that we answer to the Most High, right? They might go fight, just like how they fight against England, Britain Empire, and get them independence. They might go fight against the Most High and get them independence as well.
That's right.
That's what they feel. That's why it's called Independence Day. You know?
It says, but I beheld, and lo, he had graved himself up, flew up upon it. See? Yeah, a great mountain, man. That's why scripture says all eyes shall see him. See? Because we the chariot big. See? He says, but I would have seen the region or the place where out ill was graven, and I could not. And that how the prophet Ezra actually attested, as far as the eyes could have seen, him couldn't see the hen I from which part him stand up. How do you big it is, man?
As you mentioned, you could like Ezra see the day in Independence Day 1 year, and you look up and be like, blackout the sky.
Yeah. Sun blackout. Everything blackout.
I see him on when they must say yo which part the aircraft land.
Yeah.
And they must say yo will I hear
They must say which part it
Yeah, like them
Yeah,
I
and he must
say
say,
three
which
different
part of the ocean is there?
Yeah.
And he must say all of the ocean.
Yeah, like them I say the Pacific.
Yeah.
And them I say
All of the region.
yeah.
Yeah, and he must say cover the entire earth.
all right.
He say all like yeah. See? It says, and after this I beheld, and lo, all they which were gathered together to subdue him were sore afraid, and yet there is fights. See?
Like, yeah, we have to have faith in the society. We got to fight for Esau. Fight for Esau kingdom, bro.
Yeah.
Continue over that.
It says, and lo, as he saw the violence of the multitude that came, he neither lift up his hand nor a sword nor any instrument of war. See? But only I saw that he sent out of his mouth as it had been a blast of fire, and out of his lips a flaming breath, and out of his tongue he cast out sparks and tempests. See? And they were all mixed together, the blast of fire, the flaming breath, and the great tempest, and fell with violence on the multitude which was prepared to fight.
If you haven't watched Independence Day 1 or 2,
Done.
but watch it and you know exactly what that part talking about.
Done.
Right, the fire's been mixed.
We sure say when Esau make him move, him go straight to the scriptures, man. Him go straight to the scriptures to bring him. Because a majority of the movies we see Esau make and come out with them have something to do with the scripture.
It's not creativity, it's
Yeah.
plagiarism.
Yeah.
It's a
Yeah.
copycat.
Yeah.
It's a copycat.
These and fell upon violence upon the multitude which were prepared to fight him, and burned them up, everyone, so that upon a sudden of an innumerable multitude nothing was to be perceived, but only dust and smell of smoke. When I saw this, I was afraid.
So Esau,
Yeah.
you can stop make weaponry to fight against your father. Yeah. Because all your years where you spend where you could be partying and enjoying yourself, as the scripture say, yo, rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom.
Come like a
Instead of you try to take your time and make weaponry, just party out the rest of your time you have left it.
Done.
Lamentations 4 and 21 is a rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom, that dwelleth in the land of Uz. God also shall pass through unto thee, thou shalt be drunk, and shall make thyself naked. The punishment of thine iniquity is accomplished, O daughter of Zion.
Done.
No more carry thee away to captivity. He will visit thy iniquity, O daughter of Edom. He will discover thy sins.
Right? Esau is the end of the world and Jacob is the beginning of it that follows. Right? Esau, just enjoy yourself, man. Yeah.
Do what you have to do. Yeah, man. You just have to do what you have to do, man. Because you get created for your purpose. So you just have to just be in purpose, man. And just live up in time.
As Porsche would have said, full speed ahead.
Yeah, man. Because Esau heart, him already think him win the battle. See? That's how him get deceived, man. That's how the most I deceive him. I'm already think him win. Yeah.
So Obadiah 1 verse 8 it says, shall I not in that day, say the Lord, even destroy the wise men out of Edom, and understanding out of the mount of Esau, and thy mighty men, O Timon, shall be dismayed, to the end that everyone of the mount of Esau may be cut off by slaughter.
Done.
So that's the investment Esau. Right? No matter how smart you be, no matter how much technology you make to fight against your Heavenly Father, it's going to come to nothing.
They are telling me in prescription already full. Prescription full. See? It's already the paper right up already. Everything. So this is your medication. So this is going to take, this is going to pull up the north. There's everything right up on screen was already for East Africa. So, you just, as I said, just have to do the thing where man do. See him? And just wait for him day to come.
This man know how much he tried it.
Not even against him, because he actually man do the most and will. But him set up to be an adversary and to Yahushua. See? See? Yeah. See? Yeah. Yeah, because if on the left hand side, Yahushua on the right. So he might oppose Yahushua.
Talking about create this man, right? And him follow it to the T, leaving in it that him actually can.
Yeah.
You understand?
And look here to himself.
Him follow it every step of the way.
Can't stop himself.
Proverbs 16 and verse 4 said, the Lord hath made all things for himself, yea, even the wicked for the day of evil.
The scripture also say, even God created the tree, like
Fire, God.
right? Create the word.
Then,
Hey, you mentioned earlier that you know Jake don't know who the enemy is, but the enemy is your neighbor. You understand? And you had to that. It is actually a deep mystery for Jake understand who the enemy is, because to first understand who the enemy is, you have to know your own identity, right? And they don't know their identity. You understand? They don't know that they are the people of the Most High. And you have to first understand that particular mystery before they can even begin to think who the enemy is. You understand? You can.
And it reminds me of slavery, right? Being nigga against the house, nigga against the house.
You know, people like the Rasta call them radio talk show hosts. And the argument basically is leaning around the same common argument that these people have in regards to people having hesitancy for this stubborn job. And it's just the science, you know. And he was like, trust the science. Then you mean to tell me, say, all what these men do over all these years, all of a sudden now trust the common word. So basically, you should trust these men. You know, and I'm going to stand about it because there is history regarding to them people here, man. There's nowhere possible on this earth, you know what I mean? Anything concerning this outside white man, trust should be involved in. That's a baseless statement, man. If it's about trust the white man saying, like really, our Negro frame in mind, he said that it must be a miracle, man. It must be a miracle of the Lord Yahushua. Out of all what this man do throughout history. You know what I mean? To people who trust him. There is no justifiable reason when they take into accountability history pertaining to this man. There is no justification to say to trust him in enough form of way.
But
I just remind that picture of the brother, building the trust that just
As them try to justify the Prime Minister who said it's God basically send this stubborn job. You know? So everybody have an argument and say, hey, God is the one who, yes, God is the one who do it. God is the one, listen carefully, God is the one who created the Nazi scientists, man. The scientists, them what you tell people to trust, you know, as if when they say, oh, science this and science that, and science this and science that, and the ends justify the means. According to the argument, the scientists that basically was doing an experiment in Nazi Germany in World War II, God created them too. No, we need to differentiate
You know what I mean? What is good and what is bad. You know what I mean? And when we do our analysis, you know what I mean? We do our discernment, what these men, and when we couple together the history of what this man did on the planet, there is absolutely no reason to trust his science, and there is no reason, you know, to trust anything what this man said he might do. You know, there are many treaties that this man signed and asked the people back in the past to do with them treaties, man. Every treaty is broken, man. Every treaty. Absolutely nothing. A nigga don't have no excuse, man. And I try to make one. Bending over backwards for the so-called white man and this empire. But guess what? The scripture says, and though unjoined in hand, give me the priest together. You know what I mean? Though unjoined in hand, because you see, a lot of these media personnel, a lot of these people who in a prominent position, they know taking the side of the government and trying to justify it and trying to carry the rest of your people down. And guess what? You put yourself in a position to be judged, man. And we are in the judgment, man. That's right. We are in the judgment, and you put yourself in a hey, you choose science over God, man. And when you have to come out here and stand and tell you that the Lord Yahweh Hashem was shy, you know what I mean, I'm gonna make himself known. And guess what? You're gonna be caught in the firing line, man. All of you, they're out there trying to deceive the people to do something, man. You know? You're gonna reap the reward for it, man. It's whatsoever a man sow, not gonna reap. You're so corrupt yourself. You're gonna reap. Right, yep, go on, brother.
Alright, so Proverbs 11 and 21, it said, do hand join hand in hand.
Right.
The wicked shall not go unpunished.
Say, don't join yourself with them money here. There's gonna be punishment. For all the atrocities that these men commit over the years. Hey, they were saying they went down there into Iraq to liberate the Iraqi people because the oppressive, there was an oppressive leader, you know what I mean, a tyrant. That's what they said about Saddam Hussein. And they went down there into Iraq. You know what I mean? And they massacre not only soldiers, but women, children, man. Worse than the man who them say them have to liberate the people from. And this is in our modern times. You know we hear on the news today? And what the Australian government basically have to do? Saying there's a whistleblower coming out speaking about certain officers in Iraq, Australian officers who kill it, indiscriminately kill women and children, and now they might try to cover it up. You know what I mean? Why? All this has come out now. I think these people are liberators, they are humanitarian. I think these people are humanitarian. So, oh the hell? What reason? That more asking these people who justifying this man trying to save the world. You know what I mean? The fairy tale that everybody believe in, you know. So the white man know in sense they're gonna try to save you. For some reason we must try to save you because he's so loving. Him so loving, so I'm gonna try to save a stupid ass nigga now. You know what I mean? What reason you have to tell yourself that? What reason do you have to tell yourself that the white man is trying to save you, man?
Them always say trust is earned. You see what this man not
a nigga don't even know how much in billions, trillions. These men, these men where people hungry all over the place, man. You know that? This man now put all of them effort, all this money we see. Nice. We fix, man. You're talking about science. Science is science that where is the world today according to their science, man. Now them telling about global warming and all type of bullshit. And that is their science, man. People suffering from heart disease, people suffering from high blood pressure, diabetes, all different type of chronic diseases, cancer and all that. That's where is science lead them, man. That's where is science lead you. GMO crops basically, look here, man, a couple years ago, you never have all these diseases, man. Cancer is on the rampant out here, man. Why? Why so much carcinogen in your food where you eat? That is science, man. Is science that? Every time a nigga talk about just say you should have somebody feel that thump him in the mouth, man.
That's right.
You know what I mean? Shut the hell up, man. Shut the hell up, man. Trust the signs. My nigga said that. Come on, man. I used to say everything what the Lord are gonna do to you people, man. You deserve it. You deserve it, man. Hey, going back in the past when the prophets them sick. What gonna happen to you in the last days? What they gonna happen to you people? When the prophets them sick, you know what I mean? They move with compassion. You know what I mean? But we understand now why the Lord has to kill on our asses, man. And guess what? When they come, you know what I mean? You're well deserved. Say everything will happen to you. You know the days them to come, you deserve it, man. You know what I mean? You deserve it. You put the Lord aside and the choose, oh God, and the choose his handlers, man. Because it's who don't know say in my puppet right now, you live under a rock. Anybody don't know say yo, them pulling his string, you're under a rock, man. Yeah. Hey look, man. Let me tell you this. You know, whosoever going with the administration, you know what I mean? Phone wanted, man. Yeah, the writing is on the wall. The writing is on the wall. You know what I mean? You're going headlong into the judgment, man. And you see, the people who you think was on your side, you know what I mean? We covenant with death and health. The people who you thought was on your side, setting your asses up because right now, the fever, the spirit of sedition is on a fever pitch right now in Jamaica. No, the Prime Minister considering to make this thing mandatory, and then they have people coming out and saying, oh look, sending soft threat to the Prime Minister. It's gonna get worse, man. Because believe it or not, your handlers, a part of their plan is to have all these type of unrest across the world, man. What they are trying to do is demonize leaders in countries. Because in their reset, them don't need leaders in countries. If they read Agenda 2030 properly and understand Agenda 2030 properly, they would have known them have a job. So what am I going to do with you?
Get the poor down.
They gonna be working themselves out of a job and they feel like they're a piece of the pie. They gonna be building a house. How much $1 million when according to Agenda 2030, they're not gonna have a fucking position, man, when the man them done. Them say it out of them own mouth.
Welcome to
Prince,
2030.
core shrub, or what they want to call him. You know what I mean? The World Economic Forum, they be telling you by 2030 you're gonna hold shit. So Mr. Man have a much $1 million house, cock off on inside, guess what, you're gonna lose that shit, it's not gonna be yours anymore. You never read the thing them properly, the thing that you're part of.
Living in a place like Richmond Estate.
Hey, what happened to them? What happened to like what happened to Esau? They that are with peace with thee shall lead into the border. And that happened to Esau, and that happened to you. Stupid ass niggas, man. When one name Johnny Daly on the radio today, act as if he might come up with a suggestion, like we don't know that the narrative before it even play out. You know what the government should do? Brother, you get a script with that already. You come talk it like your idea. You know what the government should do? Make the people who take the stubborn job have the privilege to go into them places here and the people. Some people say, watch us, keep it wire. I'm going like a film narrative. Brother, we know that they're happen from a long time because other countries doing it, man. Yeah, we've been saying that. So when you're saying now for them give a script for read for the radio, you know what I mean? After you get a script for read for the radio now, you come out and go like my idea now, say, yo, you know what you should do? Make the stubborn job people them can go in and this and do that and party and rare and the rest of them, none of them.
The same technique has been used through the hardcore slavery act. The old slaves is more privileged.
Yeah, man. Isaiah 9 and 15 says, for the leaders of this people cause them to err.
For the leaders of this people cause them to err. Hey, we know what's going on. And the scripture already tells me so this never happen. It's because we don't want hair, we're not gonna step with you, man.
Say, Lord, say, give them warning from my
We're gonna warn you, as the brother said, the scripture says we should give them warning. That's what we're here to do.
We're gonna give them warning.
We're not come with baseless warning. You know, some people come and say, yo, your earthquake gonna shake next week. We're not come with baseless warning, man. Our warning of substance. Yeah? Not just talk.
We're substance.
Yeah, we're substance. Yeah? That's the difference between us and some warner people when they think about Jamaica and say, yo, repent,
Famine for 3 years.
yeah. Famine 3 years. Famine October.
Yeah.
November. Come on, man.
We don't tell you when the famine come, but we don't say it come as a sudden destruction.
Yep. No, I'm trying.
It says, Isaiah 9 and 16 again. For the leaders of this people cause them to err,
Right, the leaders of this people cause them to err, go on.
and they that are
Destroyed. So we know the faith of the majority who trust in the science. We know the faith. You know your faith already, man.
I'm just bringing out the next quick one. Isaiah 13 and 15.
Right.
It says, everyone that is found shall be thrust through.
Everyone that is found shall be thrust through.
See? And
What?
everyone that is
In other words,
joined.
you're going to be killed. Man.
Yeah.
You're going to be killed. That's what they mean by thrust through. Yeah? Go on, brother.
It says, and everyone that is joined unto them
Them who? Join unto them who?
shall fall by the sword.
Them who? Can you see you Christians who read that and they just read past it. There's no question being asked pertaining to the precept. Them who? Alright. He said work it out yourself. He said them who join unto them shall be
Shall fall by the sword.
I'm gonna fall by the sword, man. You're gonna die. Everybody who hold firm to this society, you're gonna die. There's no hope, there's no good ending for what's coming, man. There's no good ending at all. And why should a nigga believe, say, yo, them if the so-called white man want to move off into the heavens, do you think he want to carry you? For what? Them people know how them people I hate them. You know how them people I hate you. When the Gates family come out the other day when them say, yo, give it to who first. So if nothing wrong with it, guess how all damage, man. That's how them see us. Them see us collateral damage. They don't love you.
Clean it off like they care.
You know why trim that's no that ways to seek love. I don't know what I'm to a nigga in 2021.
As I bring that up, just,
You know? What happened to a nigga in 2021?
it says,
Yeah?
Ecclesiasticus 12 and 16.
Right.
It says, an enemy speaketh sweetly
Right.
with his lips, but in his heart he imagineth how to throw thee into a pit.
Right, and that's what the so-called white man is doing now. That's what. Can you see? This man have a plan, a grand plan. He have a trap where man set. And they have Negroes for the smaller level trying to set the trap for them. Because the Stop and Jab campaign is a trap, man.
Just like in a
You know what I mean? It's a trap. And somebody bring out the other day, I think I want to bring out one word they use. You know what I mean? A blitz.
Blitz. Blitz it means blitz it means attack.
Yeah.
In anything it's about blitz it means attack. It's a military attack. And
Yeah.
Whenever you do it even at the NFL,
Yeah.
they must say them are going for the blitz.
Yeah.
Yes, them are going to attack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the initiative on a particular focus.
Yeah.
A specific thing.
Yes.
You know?
I'm gonna finish this. There's Ecclesiasticus 12 and verse 16 again. It says, an enemy speaketh sweetly with his lips, but in his heart he imagineth how to throw thee into a pit.
Right, so everybody talking sweet. Speak it sweetly and everybody fall for that, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like some chicken head gel.
Can.
That's how everybody I move now. We're with the program. I move like a chicken head.
Can. It says,
You know? In Jamaica them call them yammy.
can.
You know? On a national standpoint, a lot of people moving like yammy.
Can. Really amazing. Says,
Falling for this man, sweet talk. Oh, we try to save the world from the power.
yeah. Says, he will weep with his eyes. But if he find
Because if we talk nowadays again because of this man, imagine that people feel like something normal are going on for the planet. Eh? What a day when they can't say certain things. When it's some special time, no?
says, he will weep with his eyes.
Yeah, man, I say we weep with him eyes, man.
But if he find opportunity,
And this is the opportunity we fight. Now him have a Negro on a trip now, feeling like, look, we finally get accepted and him a try to save me now. Yeah? That's how a Negro feeling now. Oh, the white man all do him science and I'm gonna try to save me now, because him just love with. Love with gone to bed. So I'm gonna deliver with from the worst plague them in mankind. Negro, you have shit for a brain. If you believe that in 2021, you have shit for a brain, man.
see?
Yeah, that's how it is, man.
Says,
Yeah, go on.
if he find opportunity,
Right?
he will not be satisfied with blood.
Right?
Says, if adversity come upon thee, thou shalt find him there first.
Because what? I him I do it.
See?
And adversity is coming, man.
See?
And they're gonna realize, say, yo, he is the one who set the scenario for that to come upon him.
Where the market right?
Yeah?
Go away. This says,
You say, hey, one lesson you know, say, the most I'm gonna teach these people, you know, more than anything else. Yeah? One lesson for sure that the Most High is gonna teach them more than anything else. Yeah?
yeah.
Is to make sure. So this man show you without no doubt. Say I'm gonna learn. I'm gonna learn that shit.
Never trust
Because when the white man come against you, in the way how him all come. You see me? A lot of people got I'm gonna think a dream.
Gone.
It's true to say I'm gonna be like madmen.
Fear it
Fear it
none.
none.
Gone.
Watch and see, man.
See?
Watch and see. Same one. You think was your benefit, man. You wait till them push out, man. You see much people don't want to take him stubborn job. He might come with something else. He might come with something else.
Like a pot of
You know what I mean?
Hey.
Yeah, he might talk now. He might talk. He might try to convince us smoothly. And he might go do the thing where he know for the best.
A little bit of smooth go by the Jericho side come out and all patience.
Use sword, man. That's what they know to do best. And it's coming.
Gone.
Your Prime Minister about final warning before mandatory ass. You know what will happen to him worse than what them they are going to do to him if he never follow through.
Most are making judgment.
See? Because the son of couple with fame, demise, better be dead honorable by those men.
Hey,
Gone.
Yeah?
we realize how much the Prime Minister Brown Dog are choosing words wise, carefully nowadays when they must speak.
Yeah.
I choose it carefully because, as I said, the same seditious spirit
Yeah.
is up on Jake right now.
Right. Jake basically a pre-solution, man.
Yeah.
And the more he make him move, the people talk about lockdown fatigue and them things. I use the same language like, you know, the media one. The media person about years, you know, they're going to get it this man. You see me? Because them up front are sure for them betrayal. The whole world, so they're a traitor to the people.
Says,
All them people will take them position, you know. If I'm money, them do it for well, you set yourself up. Whatsoever you're doing it for, you're going to have the people to deal with, man. The scripture tells us straight, it says, they shall do what? Sedition among men. And they shall not what? Regard their princes. All the people in some prominent position, they're not going to be regarded, man. That's prophecy. That's prophecy. And you see, so the Lord Yahweh Hashem shall live it, that is going to be fulfilled on this side. You know what I mean? That is going to fulfill upon the earth, man. And there's not one man and him mother, and him auntie, and him sister, and him brother can do to stop that, man. Nothing high or low can stop the words of the Most High from coming true. Your action is the result of the word of the Most High, man. The wicked on this planet, actions are is direct result of the words of the Most High. And it's gonna come fast when he says, so shall my word now gonna return to him void, man. That's what it is. That thing I cannot kill the operate in us right now. So,
And it's a revelation. Revelation 12 and verse 12 said, therefore rejoice ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth.
right, so woe to the inhabitants. Destruction coming to the inhabitants of the earth, man. Yeah? God don't send nobody to save this kingdom, man. Oh, we send the scientists them to create a stubborn shop to save this kingdom. You're getting off your hinges, man. This is not the kingdom of heaven, man. War is coming, man. Destruction. The Lord is not trying to save this society, man. Can't you see? They're trying to turn the kids into faggots, man. What is here to save? They're coming off your kids. I know they're coming off your kids with a stubborn job.
Wickedness has exceeding the
You know what I mean? Kids sacrificing the children, man. That's what the society is about. Children sacrifice, man. You know what I mean? Back in the army, to sacrifice the kids so hard. Mole. Well, guess what? It's the same vibration today get on the so-called white man, man. Say, they must go straight to move on. They must build the narrative carefully to show the people that will respond to the new announcements, man.
And them say, yo, take it to go back to school. With Molech, them sacrifice them kids hoping to get some blessing. Right. And the society now, them are going to want to go and take the job to ensure that they get some amount of privilege.
Yeah.
And the same thing.
Yeah. Last enough to cause your children to pass through the fire.
Yeah.
See? That's what them do now. Them cause the kids, them anybody make them kids go out and take this thing. Them cause them kids pass through the fire, man. Sacrifice them kids unto Molech again. Over and over, man. Yeah.
Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath.
You know, notice, I'm going to see people speak on it that way here now. A lot of, especially Christians, Christians get caught off guard with the prophecies. Them in a total darkness when you come on to what's happening right now, the time we're in. And I see somebody say something that day, a Christian, as a pastor or something like that. But hear him say something that day in regards to the time. And I realize that thing I really throw them off. We are the doctrine of the Antichrist. Yeah, they have this Antichrist doctrine. So this charisma capture all mankind to go. Yeah, you know, Satan how come they must say.
More charismatic
The Antichrist, that is fairy tale, man. That is not in scriptural, man. This man with charismatic figure, that is not scriptural. They just take some scriptures and misinterpret them and interpret them in their own way. The Satan that tell us they'll come down unto you, see them there in America, in Europe, and in Australia, them are the Satan. Them all come down on you with a great wrath. You look for a special man that come from somewhere. And when the so-called white man almost kill them out altogether, you know. They still have wait for the man, you know.
Hey,
A special man, that's how far deception going on.
the scripture,
Love him.
the scripture said that the Most High is stricken them every day, but he still they continue in wickedness.
Yeah.
And Esau kill them daily.
Right.
You see me, but he still them around on Esau.
Yeah. You know, I wait for the special.
No, man, you evil man. Yeah, wicked. I see it.
Yeah. Alright, go on, brother.
For the devil is come down,
Yeah, go on.
for the devil is come down unto you.
That devil is the so-called white man, yeah? The so-called white man, to put it easy, you understand. Yeah, go on.
Having great wrath,
Right.
because he knoweth that he had but a short
Yeah,
time.
his kingdom is short, so he's about to wrap up things now. That's why he hear him reset and come up now. So he's about to wrap up things now. That's why he hear him reset and come up now sharply. But with that we say Kalalali or Bashim or Shai, Bashim Kodash, the brothers to the apostles of greatness. Shalom to the brothers and they keep pushing this truth, man. Shalom.
Shalom.